We prioritize people. It's why we pursue intentional interactions, restored relationships, and ongoing friendships, because meaningful service stems from seeking each other out. Just as Jesus' ministry underscores the importance of presence, we desire that programs, projects, and plans would never trump people. Rather, we will continue to create experiences that encourage authentic connections with others and with Christ.
The weight has kind of taken off the leaders to be able to connect with the kids in the week that we're there, which is just great.
So my relationship with my dad was changed forever when he was an adult leader on one of my mission trips, because it allowed us to be able to serve together and grow together in that capacity. It allowed him to have context for what my faith looked like in my life, and for me to ask him to be able to pray for me, which is something that I wasn't able to do before the mission trip.
We chose to go on a mission trip in our own community because we wanted to explore the other ways to serve in our community, the other opportunities, get to know our community better, what's out there that we have never seen before. A lot of times we think we know the community we live in, and sometimes as youth we think that's boring and old and we live here. But so I was kind of excited for that new sense of what our community is and how we can help them.
It was really exciting meeting my team. Actually, one of them was like super quiet. I was like, oh, this is gonna be hard. Another one never stopped talking. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be hard.
They've just really taken an interest in us and have wanted to get to know us, where we're from, what we think. They've really just wanted to know who we are, basically. And I think that's really neat, that they could be off doing something else, but they're taking time their time that they could be using to prep for the next day and just spending it with us. I mean, it makes me feel more welcomed here. It makes me feel like I fit in, that I can be comfortable sharing myself with other people, sharing the love of Christ with other people. So their interest in me almost encourages me to make an effort to have an interest in somebody else.
The staff that we get in here, they become our family. By the end of the summer, every one of them.
I have gone to Cass Lake for 4 summers, and this will be my 5th. Over the last couple years, I've always had the opportunity of going back and continuing to watch it grow, and the people too. So I think for me, it's kind of a constant, have a constant relationship with it.
And being able to just pour into the youth has been a great experience, not only for me, but I'm sure for the kids, because it seems that the relationships after the trip, just after 4 or 5 days, is way better than it was just a week before.
And then on Thursday night, when we were doing affirmations of each other, he's like, "You guys are my best friends." And it occurred to us that he probably had never had a best friend before. And so he saw Kyle, the adult leader, as kind of a mentor, and found best friends in the guys. And this kid has been plugged in the youth group ever since, but on the way there, he didn't speak to anybody.
My kids bonded so well with a few of the organizational members, like Fruit of the Vine. They went back, actually, as a group without me, which was awesome. They went back and served. So they've gone back a couple times. They've created that relationship. They feel comfortable to go on their own. And they've ventured out, I think, from what they normally would serve at, and found other avenues, which I think is awesome.
Going to a new community is great and everything, but just constantly growing that one relationship, or all the relationships from the community as a whole, is phenomenal. It's constantly just growing and growing and growing, rather than just growing a little bit and then starting over and then growing a little bit again.
But as the summer went on, the ones who didn't talk began to talk. The ones who talked too much began to talk less. And, we all just learned our temperaments and how to deal with one another and how to love each other. And it just turned out to be just a really incredible experience. And we bonded so much. We spent every weekend together because we wanted to. And it was really like family.
To this day, my dad still calls me and asks me to pray for things when something's going on. It also allowed us to experience a foot washing together, and for my dad to get on his knees and wash my feet and pray over me, which is something that changed my life forever because it was so impactful. And to this day, I remember the words that he said in his prayer, and I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to serve with him.
every team every year is always the best one we had. It just is that way, you know, and I truly believe that God just puts together the team that we need here.